What the hell is going on, people? This is Periodic, and today we're doing the manga live reaction to One Piece 839. Good God, this manga's been going on for a long time. Anywho, last chapter was pretty short, then they went on a 1 week break, so I'm expecting some crazy stuff to happen in this chapter. Obviously, last chapter we had the big reveal that Thousand Arms Cracker is not that big body guy, that big warrior guy. He's actually a dude that's inside of the body, and he has like the cracker fruit where he can make ultra tough crackers and turn them pretty much into anything. It's almost like Play-Doh or whatever, or clay or something like that. So he can turn it into really hard shields, he can turn it into fake bodies, he can turn it into whatever. And we also figure out that Chopper and Carrot are trying to plan an escape inside of Cruella de Vil's house. I'm kidding, obviously the sister. They're trying to get out of that mirror world and back on the Germa Kingdom off of Whole Cake Island. Ichiji and Niji, the two older brothers who used to torment Sanji all the time, have finally arrived. And let's find out what the hell happened. So, kind of long chapter here, 20 chapters, 20 pages. I'm very excited about that. This one is titled, I Shall Never Forget the Debt that I Owe You. So what is that in referring to? Is that Sanji referring to Luffy? What debt does he owe him? Is that what's his face? The fish guy. I can't remember the hell his name now. Oh, what is this? That's hilarious. The front page is them putting an E on the... Oh, I guess that manga finished. I forgot there's some cop manga, which is like a very funny manga. I guess it was on Shonen Jump. Maybe it's finished because it has a wanted poster and it's crossing it out. Interesting. Okay, let's go to the next page. Color art, more color art. Who cares? Okay, here it goes. Welcome back, Ichiji and Niji. Germa unites. One could say that Broccoli was also one of the places that suffered greatly after Doflamingo's fall from power. Interesting. They'd lost their primary weapons manufacturer in the midst of war and came groveling to us for help. They were so desperate, in fact, they chose to end it rather than to letting their war drag out. I think this is a good example of an instance where trying to keep everyone alive would end up causing more casualties in the long run. This is me caring. We lend our strength to the side who writes us the biggest check. That's all there really is to it. Hey, we could have made an even greater profit if we had double dipped and taken up both sides. Sanji's just eating normally. That would make us no different than pirates. So this is Nazi-ish 100%. To the full T. This is a Nazi, supremely based off of Nazi propaganda. You got the 666s all over the place. You have the massive flag in the back. You have the cross. Yeah, the children are sitting along a table, and in each of their chairs, it's like a weird pod shape that has each of their numbers on it. And Judge is sitting up on a throne. And they're like, at this very moment, we are still a nation officially registered as an affiliate of the world government. Ah, that reminds me, Father, the next reverie is coming up. Well, either way, in the not-so-distant future, I'm guessing we'll be stripped of the right to participate in the reverie. I hoped you all prepared for that moment, because when it happens, we, Germa, will be one step closer to our ultimate goal. It's rare to see you in such high spirits. To think that you, of all people, would actually be of use to us. Never thought I'd see the day. Hold your head high, Sanji. Man, all of us were a bit stunned when you up and vanished into thin air that day. Sure, from time to time we siblings would reminisce about you. The discussion almost exclusively revolved around all the amusing and humorous phrase for you to have died while being out there on your own. And then Yonji's like, laughing. Yo, Niji, finish what's left on your plate. That's Sanji talking to him. He's like, say what? He's like, oh, this. I don't want it. I left it there intentionally. I just had some of the most mouth-watering chocolate before our meal. Besides, this weird potato sauce completely killed my appetite. The consistency alone makes me want to puke, so the only place it's going to go into will be the trash. Sanji's pissed. He's got his hands. Eat it. You're an ignorant, spoiled prince who doesn't know shit about the value of food. Ooh. He gets up. What? What did you just say to me? You think you go... you can... Okay, that's messed up. Do you think you can get away with talking to me in that tone? Call the head chef. Where the hell is Cosette? What she thinks passes as food made my brother ruin my good mood. And the head chef Cosette comes out, and she's like a young girl. Not young, but... My sincerest apologies. I take full blame and responsibility for serving food that did not cater to Lord Niji's liking, and... Now then, don't you dare move a muscle, Cosette! And he throws it at her. And then right before it hits her, boom! Catches the plate, Sanji. The food drops on the ground. And this dude's like, why you? You've totally lost your mind. Are you trying to leave a scar on this beautiful lady's face? Sanji is even more mad. The hell? That so-called lady is just a menial servant who prepares our meals. She's like, such a gentleman. Look, now it's all over the food. I'll have you know this dish is called alago. It's made by carefully mixing potatoes and cheese. Potatoes strengthen our immune systems. They help maintain and regulate our blood pressures. Never mind the tons of nutritional value it contains. She's like, Lord Sanji, please allow me to take care of the cleaning. None of you have ever so much as glanced in the direction of an ingredient, so you haven't the slightest clue. The time and effort put into selecting and preparing this meat confit, and he's eating it. But I can tell the sweat and toil that went into preparing this dish had to begin before sunrise. She's like, you mustn't, Lord Sanji. Royals should never eat food from the floor. And this dude's like, this is the most repulsing thing ever. I think I'm gonna throw up. The seasoning you chose for this, perfection. And she's like crying. And then this dude flies at him. You've gotten way too comfortable rubbing elbows with the low-life commoners. If you insist on calling yourself my brother, I won't stand for such demeaning and despicable acts. He flies at him with his kick. Judge is like, It's like, stand down, Niji. Now is not the time or place. Not before his wedding. And right before it's about to kick, what the hell? Sanji notices the kick, and then they're like, she drops on the ground, and there's like a big explosion kind of thing happens. And it's like, you bring shame to our family. And Sanji's like, being affiliated with this brings shame to me. Spoiled brats that don't appreciate a warm meal. Men who dare raise their hands against a woman. Royals who treat the lives of their subordinates as nothing more than expendable pawns. Everything you do, everything you stand for, goes completely against every fiber in my body. And this, her sister's just looking. Your opinions are nothing more than the prattle and musings of the plebeians. I've never understood how that brain of yours worked ever since we were brats. Understand this. Royals are meant to act like royals. The only person acting disgracefully here is you. Judge is like, Niji's logic is flawless. You need to rein in that twisted thinking of yours, Sanji. Perhaps it is this man who's had such a negative impact on your upbringing. He's got a picture of Zareth. He's like, what? Big Mom's connections run very far and very deep. I was told that you had been keeping a residence at this man's establishment until roughly 2 years ago. We've already pinpointed his current location, as well as the name of his restaurant, the Borati. What's wrong? You're looking a bit pale. And this is a flashback. The pirate Sanji himself seems to be opposed to the marriage arrangements as well, so it's Big Mom's guy. If worse comes to worse, then feel free to use these wristlets. It may be a bit heavy-handed, but exploiting this weakness of his is sure to yield favorable results. And judges looking. In the event that you insist on challenging and defying my orders, I have it on good authority that this man will meet an unexpected and untimely death. This will be your first and only warning on the matter. Sanji's like, get her through that thick skull of yours. Do not rock the boat. Do not cause any waves. I know you're fully aware of what each and every one of I know you're fully aware of what each and every one of us are here are capable of. This process will go off without a hitch, and you will accept it. You will say goodbye to your old friends and your old life, as long as you're obedient and follow through with this marriage. Everything and everyone will come out of this unscathed. And the door opens, and the rest of the kids walk out. And flashback to Sanji with Zareth. Black leg, as they used to call him. Or red leg, I forgot. But I was trying to kill you. Where do you get off being so forgiving and treating me so nicely? This is beyond awesome, you shitty Gramps. So this is what our sea restaurant looks like. Things will only get tougher and harder starting today. You've got nothing to worry about. You got me by your side. Oh, you depraved little eggplant. So this is when Sanji was first starting off as a cook. A little kid. He's like still ogling over girls, and he drops a plate. And he's like, I cook faster in my sleep, little eggplant. Keep telling yourself that, you shitty old geezer. So he's like teaching him, and then he kicks him. Why, you little eggplant? Must you always get distracted by every passing pair of breasts? Gives him a kick. You snot-nosed little eggplant. And then this is the farewell. Oi, Sanji, try not to catch a cold. Owner Zeph, till my dying day, I shall never forget everything you've done for this shitty little eggplant. I shall never forget the debt that I owe you, of course. Let us make tomorrow a great and memorable day. We will be having lunch with Big Mom and Pudding later today. Interesting. Make yourself presentable when that time comes. And then this is... where is this? Someone! I need immediate help! Please call a doctor! Hey, don't pass out on me now. That little piss stain, it had to be him. Only he'd be this vindictive. What the hell did this girl ever do to you? What kind of man beats a woman to the point that she's rendered unconscious? Jeez, the cassette, the chef is like all messed up. I can't even call him scum. He's the shit that's buried beneath it. You brought this on yourself, Sanji. There's Yonji. That's what happens when you stick up for the peasants. Aren't you just itching to see Niji? All signs point to him being the culprit. Come with me, I'll lead the way. Fine by me. They're walking through. You remember this place, don't you? After all, we tried our damnedest to get in here back when we were kids, so it's a massive vault. It's a big safe thing. He's unlocking it with the 66. He opens the door. 54 of type MB, 30 of type MST. We need 21 more extras for type MH. So these are all like... He's like, what's the secret truth behind Germa? Could it be... So they're like people, and all of these test tubes, different kind of people. So are they creating artificial soldiers? Interesting. And that's the last page in that chapter. So very fascinating. So they must have been creating some kind of that must be how they make all of their armies. The fact that they can have such a massive army is because they're out there manufacturing their own soldiers. That's what I'm going to assume. That's what we can tell, or what we can kind of tell from what we're looking at right there. So very interesting. We're going to see how that goes. I'm hoping that Judge allows Sanji to beat the shitabaki out of Niji, because that is messed up, beating that chick to a bloody pulp. So hopefully he gets his. I really can't wait for Sanji to beat up these family members. Most likely that's not going to happen. Most likely he's going to get paired off with somebody, and then the rest of the crew is going to get paired off with somebody else and fight them one-on-one, as per usually happens in these Shonen Jump mangas. But man, I cannot wait to see these Vinsmokes get what they deserve. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, favorite, follow, all that good stuff. Share if you would like. As always, this is Periodik saying see ya.